Welcome back to PSL Living. I'm Sarah Prohaska with the Communications Department here at the City of Port St. Lucie. To wrap up our show, we brought in a special guest from a very important organization in the county, Learn to Read St. Lucie County. And Matt Anderson, their executive director, is here to tell us how you can get involved. Matt, thank you so much for coming on. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so tell us about Learn to Read St. Lucie County.
Well, it's probably the best kept secret. We've been around since 1981.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Our founder, Dorothy Brennan, who's still with us,
Okay.
she read in a newspaper about a mother who almost overdosed her child because she could not read the directions on the prescription.
Oh, geez.
So she kind of made it her mission to do some research and make sure that that would never happen again. And she founded this organization.
Okay.
It's based primarily with volunteers who come in and donate their time.
Okay.
We train them, we give them the resources, and then we work with any adult, 16 and over, who needs help with their literacy. That means
Okay.
reading, writing, speaking.
Okay.
You know, right now we're serving about 200 students
Okay.
on an annual basis
Okay.
throughout the county.
Yeah.
We have a small literacy computer center where our office is in Fort Pierce, but a lot of our tutors utilize the library.
Yeah, that's what I heard. So you are in the libraries here in Port St. Lucie.
All over.
Okay.
I don't think there's one library that we don't have multiple tutors seeing students.
Okay.
We also do conversation classes in some of
Okay.
the libraries.
All right.
We've done citizenship classes in some of the libraries.
Okay.
Library has been a great
Yeah.
resource and partner with us.
That's great. And yeah, so we love our library,
Oh, yeah.
our partnership with the library system here. Libraries are run by the county too, but the library on Rosser and the library on Morningside are two very popular places in the city. So it's great that you are available there.
Oh, yeah. And again, the services are free. People just need to come in and register. Somewhat embarrassing, you know, at times for people to come in and admit that they really can't read.
Yeah.
But you know, reading is just critical with getting a better job
Yeah.
or getting a job.
Yeah.
Helping your kids. You know, if
Yeah.
you can't read and write or even speak English, how are you expected to help your school-age child?
That's true.
And we're making a big push for family literacy this year. We recognize that almost half of the students that we serve have school-age children here in St. Lucie County.
Yeah.
And you know, there's a big part of the St. Lucie Reads initiative is really trying to get kids to become academically successful.
Yes. Yeah.
And so we recognize that we're a key component in that, and we're probably the only service in this community that targets those adults.
Yeah. No, because it is. It's so important to be able to help it helps the teachers because the extra help that you're able to give your kids at home just makes a big difference because there's a lot these kids have to learn these days.
And the parents should be the first teacher.
Yes.
So, you know, that starts at the home. But again, if reading is not something that's fundamentally welcomed or even seen as a necessary key component of life, it really has a hindrance on that child.
Yeah, that's all right. So do you focus on people who may not speak English too?
Well, what's happened over the years is we have a high number of clients that come in who are English as second
second language?
Yes. So we do serve a big portion of that population. It's not our primary focus. And we see a lot of people from different countries who come in. They speak very little English, but they may be able to read it, can't write it. And then we have some that are just really fundamentally, they can't even read and write in their own native language.
Okay.
So trying to do that with English is very difficult.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, that's a tough job right there. Yeah. Oh my goodness. So how do people find out? Like you said, your services are free.
Right.
How would somebody who may need this, and like you said, it might be a little embarrassing to them. Is there a way that they can?
Well, we do kind of somewhat advertise in the libraries.
Yeah. Yes.
We are getting better about social media.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of word of mouth. Moving forward, we're hoping to really develop some relationships with elementary schools.
Okay.
And try to get our word out that way.
Yes, and find who the parents are, because I'm sure the teachers know who the parents are who might need this help.
Right.
Is there a phone number they could call, though?
Sure, of course. The main office is 772-464-2747. Again, we have a website, Learn to Read of SLC, Facebook, all those things. We're on it. We're trying to be better about it.
Okay. And then I guess just drop by also any of the libraries.
Libraries or our main office in Fort Pierce off of Delaware. That's a good place to stop in. Again, we start with just the registration, and then from there we try to kind of customize what their needs are and what we can offer.
Okay.
And students can utilize multiple services. They can come in and work on the computer.
Okay.
They can get a tutor. They can join a class. They can go to a library. There's a lot of different things they can do. And again, it's all free.
All right. And to keep it free, I know you probably have to fundraise.
Oh, we fundraise, yes, and a lot of community support, and we're
Yeah.
trying to get some sustainable funding through some of the local funders.
Okay.
But we have 4 fundraising events. We just had our Feast for Literacy last Friday at
Oh, okay.
Riverwalk.
Oh, nice.
And then July 11th, we have our 24th annual golf tournament at Gator
Okay.
Trace.
Okay.
So those are 2 of our big ones. We did start a pickleball tournament.
Okay, that's very popular here.
At Whispering Pines,
Yes.
and they were wonderful to us. So that's a new one we hope to have on an annual basis. So,
Okay.
yeah, that's huge.
Yeah.
I knew nothing about it.
Yeah.
Until,
Pickleball is a very popular growing sport here in Port St.
Yes.
Lucie. We're building pickleball courts all the time.
Yes.
It feels like.
Yes.
But but the golf tournament. If somebody's out there watching and wants to volunteer or perhaps participate,
sponsor,
play, yes,
both. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, just contact our office. There is information on the website.
Okay.
We are starting to put it out now on social media.
Good.
It sneaks up on you.
Yeah,
I know
it does.
I know it's in the summer, but we've had it that time for 24 years.
Oh,
so it's a
yeah.
long-standing event. And
That's
it's,
good.
Yes.
And in the summertime, it's kind of probably it's a little bit slower, so you might get more participants.
Yeah.
So that's great. And then volunteers, teachers. Who are your teachers?
Anybody. You don't have to be,
Okay.
a trained teacher or an educator or any of that. We provide training. We provide a one-day training to become certified and ongoing online trainings and support throughout the
Okay.
year. And then we provide all the resources. We use pretty standard resource. It's utilized in most of the literacy programs. So it's just anybody who has time
Okay.
and loves to read and wants to give back.
Okay.
Got to have a little bit of patience. But again, we really try to accommodate their schedule. So if you're like, I can only do this on Wednesday and Fridays, and I would prefer to be in the library, we'll find a student who meets their needs
Okay.
and is at the level. Most of our learners are below a 3rd grade
Oh,
literacy
geez.
level,
Wow.
and some are even lower than that. So, but we do have every once in a while somebody comes from a different country, and they are highly educated. But it's the English piece.
It's just getting them,
Right.
getting them.
And every once in a while, we get people who come in and they want to get their GED or their high school diploma, and they just need a little bit of help to get to that point.
Yes.
So it just varies,
All
our
right, great.
students.
All right, wonderful. Because I know there's a lot of maybe retired school teachers out there who are looking for a way to give back, or
And you don't have to be a school
you
teacher.
don't anyone
Right.
really. You have anyone who has the time, so
Right.
that's great. Well, what a great service you're doing for our whole county and the city of Port St. Lucie here. And I appreciate you coming on.
Thank you.
Just to remind everyone, if they want to volunteer, to contact you, go look at your website. And also the golf tournament's coming up.
Right.
We definitely encourage you to go participate in that also.
Yes, please.
All right. Is there anything I missed or left out that you'd like to hit on?
No, I think that's it. Again, really, we've been able to stay in existence through the graciousness of this community throughout St. Lucie
Yeah.
County. I mean, they really give back and give their time. And again, if anybody needs help or has questions, just call, ask.
All right. Okay. Well, thank you very much for taking some time out of your morning to come here with us today. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And hopefully we'll help you spread the word and get some more help for it. More volunteers and everything to keep you guys running as you have been for many years here in the county. So, all right. Appreciate it. And we'll be right back after these messages.